know, my name is Gabriel, and this is my informative speech. This is my audience right here. Okay, so today I will be talking about soccer, my favorite sport. I love it. So I want to say that in the 21st century, there are many things that we can change and better to help the sport and make it so that there's less errors and less controversies in the sport. So this is the first slide. My thesis. Like I said before, in the 21st century, there are many controversies and many injustices in the sport. So with these four things that I will be talking about, I'm going to try and better it by giving my examples and past things that has happened. Okay, my second slide. First I will be talking about having two referees on one field, one on one half and one on the other. So let's say if the ball is on one half and one of the referees can make it, the guy that's closer will see it closer, and it leaves less room for error for such a big field with 22 players. You know, 4 eyes is better than 2. There's been a lot of things that, like penalties in the World Cup, that a referee calls, which is so far away that he cannot make it to so close to the play. So if there's 2 referees, it would be better because the referee would be right next to the player and call the foul and have better vision. Next, I will be talking about because now in today's sport, sometimes the game of soccer is a little boring. So I would like to have, instead of having throw-ins, having kick-ins, making the game more intense, more offensive instead of defensive, and having more goals in the whole game, and having, instead of 1-1 and 0-0s, having 5-5s and 4-4s, because that would make other people watch the sport, and people that don't like the sport watch it because it would be more fun and more interesting. So this is a picture of a guy from Arsenal playing against another team in Tottenham in the British League, in the Premier League. I think that if instead of throwing the ball, he could be kicking it, he could kick it right next to the goal and maybe score a goal, and you know, it would be better, more fun. Next is having a sensor on the line of the goal to eliminate controversies in the sport. In past World Cups, there's been shots taken towards the goal that have been goals but not have been counted as goals. And it's incredible that in 2015, that we don't have this machine that tells us that the ball went in or it didn't go in, because there's so much money put in the sport that it's not fair for the team that gets the injustice. Because, you know, the World Cup is the biggest tournament in the world, and there's so much money involved, and let me see. Next, I will be talking about, and like I said before, 2 eyes, it's impossible for one referee to see the ball from 30 feet away to go in the goal, instead of having that sensor letting you know that maybe a sound goes off and it says, hey, that's a goal, and if it doesn't go off, hey, that's not a goal. So the fourth thing that I'll be talking about is that I don't really agree with, that I don't really like, but I love the game, and I think that we should have instant replay like the American sports, baseball, football, and basketball. Literally stopping the game in the middle and just saying, hey, look, if the referee was wrong, let's fix it and let's move forward, because it's not fair. Like I said, there's too many injustices, too many teams getting the negative side of the sport, because it's not fair for a federation of a squad to be eliminated from a World Cup, a Champions League, because a referee made a mistake, and like I said before, there's so much money involved in the game that it's not fair, because it's just not fair. There's a picture of Manuel Neuer, the goalie of the German national team, and the Bayern Munich, the best team in Germany. So like I said, he doesn't know if the ball went in or not. The referee may have made a mistake, and there was no instant replay to tell you that, hey, the ball went in, or hey, the ball didn't go in. In conclusion, like I said before, having two referees, one on each field, makes the game better, makes the game funner, and less room for error. Kicking throw-ins is gonna make it's gonna make the game more exciting, more fun. People from all over the world are gonna start watching it. There's gonna be Americans watching the game, which now it's becoming more popular. Also, having a sensor on the line, see if the ball went in or not. And last but not least, having instant replay is what's gonna make the game better. By changing and adding these 4 things, I think the world of soccer will be way less controversial, and there will be a lot less fights and injustices throughout the leagues and tournaments. This is my audience right here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.